Okay, so what is factorial? Factorial is the product of all positive integers less than or equal to a given positive integer and denoted by that integer n and an exclamation point. Thus, n and exclamation point is read as n factorial. Okay, so example, we have 5 factorial is equal to 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1 equals 120. Then 4 factorial is equal to 4 times 3 times 2 times 1 equals 24. Then 3 factorial is equal to 3 times 2 times 1 equals 6. And 2 factorial is equal to 2 times 1 equals 2. And 1 factorial is equal to 1. Then 0 factorial is equal to 1. Okay, remember that. 0 factorial is equal to 1. Okay, so example number 1. Rewrite the following factorials. Letter A. 12 factorial with a factor 9 factorial. So that is 12 factorial equals 12 times 11 times 10 times 9 factorial. Letter B. 15 factorial with a factor 13 factorial. So 15 factorial is equal to 15 times 14 times 13 factorial. Then for letter C, 10 factorial with a factor 5 factorial. So 10 factorial is equal to 10 times 9 times 8 times 7 times 6 times 5 factorial. Example number 2. Evaluate each factorial notation. Okay, letter A, 6 factorial. So 6 factorial is equal to 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. And that is equal to 720. Then letter B, quantity of 6 minus 2 factorial. So ang gagawin mo dito, uunahin mo muna yung nasa loob ng ating parenthesis. Ima-minus mo muna ang 6 at saka 2. So 6 minus 2 is 4. Then yan ay magiging 4 factorial. Then tsaka mo siya i-evaluate. 4 factorial is equal to 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. And that is equal to 24. Okay, letter C. We have 7 factorial all over 4 factorial plus 3 factorial. So, evaluate muna natin each factorial sa letter C. So, 7 factorial is equal to 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1 all over yung ating 4 factorial which is 4 times 3 times 2 times 1 plus yung ating 3 factorial na 3 times 2 times 1. Okay, then i-multiply muna natin lahat. Yan ay magiging 5,040 all over 24 plus 6. Okay? Yung 7 factorial is 5,040. Yung 4 factorial is 24. At yung 3 factorial ay 6. Then simplify. I-add muna natin yung 24 at saka 6. Then 5,040 divided by 30 is 168. Okay, so the answer is 168. Example number 3. Okay, solve for x. Letter A, x is equal to 8 factorial. So para mahanap natin yung value ni x, i-evaluate natin yung 8 factorial. So that is 8 times 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. And that is 40,320. So the value of x is 40,320. Letter B. x plus 3 factorial equals 6 factorial. So, ang gagawin natin dito is ililipat natin yung 3 factorial dito sa right-hand side ng ating equation. So, from positive 3 factorial, yan ay magiging negative 3 factorial. So, yan ay magiging x equals 6 factorial minus 3 factorial. Then, i-evaluate na natin yung ating mga factorial. So, 6 factorial is equal to 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1 minus yung ating 3 factorial which is 3 times 2 times 1. Then, i-multiply na natin bago natin i-minus. So, x is equal to 720 minus 6. Okay? Si 720 ay 6 factorial yan. At yung ating 3 factorial naman ay 6. So, 720 minus 6 is 714. So, that is the value of x. Okay? X. Letter C. So, 3x is equal to 4 factorial over 2 factorial. So, ang gawin natin dito, class, is i-evaluate muna natin yung ating mga factorial. Okay, so si 4 factorial, 3x is equal to 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. Yan yung 4 factorial. Then yung 2 factorial naman ay 2 times 1. Then multiply. 4 times 3 times 2 times 1 is 24 over 2 times 1 which is 2. Then tsaka natin to i-divide. 24 divided by 2 is 12. So magiging 3x equals 12. Divide both sides by 3. And the answer is 4. So the value of x is 4.